Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is November 30th, 2021, and this is episode 446. And can you believe it? I'm doing 2 comic book reviews in 2 consecutive days. I haven't done that in quite a while. I probably can't keep up this pace, though. Anyway, today we're looking at Serial, coming out from Terry Moore. It's an Abstract Studios comic, and this is number 8 in the series, coming in at a whopping $3.99. And on the cover, we have Zoe walking with a bloody knife in her hand and being followed by her dog. Nice landscape look here. It's snowy, however, this does not happen in this issue. In fact, there's no snow. There's a lot of rain going on. So I'm not quite sure if this is something to look forward to in the next 2 issues coming up. Maybe there's some snow going on. But if you recall, Zoe had rescued this dog that was being abused by one of the people that was stalking Zoe, I believe, in one of the earlier issues. So Zoe took out the guy and then rescued the pup, and the pup's been with her ever since. So anyway, I just want to mention, this is a recommend. This is a solid series. I mean, if you're not reading Serial and enjoying it, I don't know what would make you happy. It's really good. It's a cat and mouse, kind of a rambunctious, murderous child, if you know Zoe, chasing a serial killer who has killed one of her best friends from years past. And Zoe is about 10 years old, or looks to be 10 years old, but she's really like 32. She's been frozen in time due to being possessed by the devil, then killed, getting the devil out of her, and then resurrected. So she has continued to mature mentally. However, physically, she has stayed the same. All right, and we get our little Everyone Owes Nature a Death by Sigmund Freud. Terry Moore likes to start out with a quick quote from somebody famous or non-famous or infamous, and that's Sigmund Freud here. And there's a lot of death throughout this series. Now look at these. I love the work on here. Just the framing of it. We get like this kind of zoom in to the action here, where this man comes home to find that apparently the woman that he had an affair with years ago has come back to haunt his family, and his life has been miserable since. And she's the killer who's been following these last 8 issues, is with his child now. The child doesn't know who she is or anything like that. Just thinks he's a friend of the family. But apparently, Jenny is her name, as we find out in this issue. We find out a lot in this issue. There's not a lot of action, but there is at least one death, I believe. And it turns out the death is his wife. And as you can see, he looks pretty disheveled and everything. He's standing in the rain while talking to her. The little girl comes out and says, "Mommy's not breathing." So he rushes inside. But she's pretty much just kind of destroyed his life as she feels he has destroyed hers. And you can see she walks off in the meantime. So we've got the police also tracking this serial killer, and they've discovered the mementos taken from the crime scene from each killing by the killer, Jenny. And she's placed them in blown glass, and left them with her mother at the nursing home. And the mother seems radically disturbed as well. She can't quite figure out what's going on with her, but apparently she and her daughter have not gotten along. And it's believed by Zoe that is why the daughter has turned out so badly, was the mother's fault. But we don't know for certain yet. So we have Jenny watching the police investigate the nursing home. She drives off in her Camry. Now Zoe was able to slip a bug on that Camry, and so they go chasing after her. As you can see here, they're trying to catch up. She's gotten into a storage yard, so Zoe rams her van through, but it doesn't break because it doesn't have sufficient horsepower to get through the chain link fence. So she climbs over, jumps in, figures out which storage unit belongs to Jenny, pops it open, finds the Camry, but she also finds a lot of other stuff waiting for her. And this is where she figures out that her mother may be the key to the way she turned out, the way Jenny turned out. So, a lot going on. She realizes that Jenny has taken off probably on a motorcycle, and she sees the list of people that have been killed and realizes the mother is the last on that list. So the mother is slipping, we go back to the nursing home, the mother has slipped a knife under her sleeve during eating time because I think she knows something's up. Meanwhile, in disguise again, Jenny approaches a security officer that's guarding Jenny's mom's room, and she sprays something on him, which knocks him out. I don't know if knocks him out or kills him. I'm not quite sure. But he's sitting there now knocked out, and Jenny slips off her wig, off her disguise, and approaches her mom and says, "Hello there." Just in the nick of time when we think that Jenny's going to pull off her final killing. It has something to do with the pair of scissors, or at least part of a scissor. There's a lightning bolt goes, and she sees Zoe standing outside the window, and the mom suddenly leaps up with the knife to attack her own daughter. And this is where we're left. It's only 19 pages, but it is really good art. It is really good storytelling. Boy, just one thing after another. You can see the art is just fantastic in it. And the tension that is built throughout has been excellent. Yeah, so this is a recommend. And we get a little bit of here. Terry Moore, story and art. Robin Moore, his wife, is the publisher. Brian Miller did the cover color. And we'll take a quick look at that once again. Really nice shot here. This would be nice just to have as a poster, I think. She's following a trail of blood here. And we get one more shot of Joe. Looks like Zoe, she looks like she may be splattered with blood as well in that picture. So maybe this is scenes to come, I'm not sure. But we get a couple more gallery shots of Zoe. Finally, we get an ad for Echo. I really like Echo. I could recommend this one as well. 5 years I haven't read. This is an omnibus now, out from Abstract Studios. And of course, The Glass Tomb, the trade paperback that collects issues 1 through 5 of Serial. So you can pick that up if you haven't been watching it. Just a quick note too, I've been mentioning this in all the videos. If it's in red, the title's in red up there, that means it's a first printing. If it goes to a black, it's a second printing. And I know the first couple printings sold out of the first printings, and they went to a second printing, which I think also sold through. So a lot of people have been recommending this. A lot of people have been liking it, and I'm one of them. It's a black and white comic, but you don't even notice it. Like, it doesn't seem to even need the color to make it the impact that it does. Just so stark and just so detailed that you can really pick out everything that's going on very easily. And as you can see, the art is just wonderful. All right, so thank you for stopping in and watching this review of Terry Moore's Serial, issue number 8. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't. Please leave comments if you wish, and we'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones, still trying to build a new life in California. Also, if you get a chance, check out my novel that I'm writing. It's on Booksy.com. It's called Alliance of Strangers, Raiders of Kalnir, and Kalnir is with a K. But you just do a search on Alliance of Strangers, and that will bring you right to the writing. All right, so we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes bidding you adieu.